Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on this show to recap Lions, Steelers. I don't know how to describe that ending to this game. I believe it was 29-17 at one point in that fourth quarter. The Lions got a touchdown. The Steelers actually drove down the field. Lions were able to stop, and Chris Boswell misses the field goal. It's rare you see Chris Boswell miss a field goal. Then the Lions are driving down the field, and all of a sudden they're at like the 1 yard line. And you're like, GGN, they're going to win this game. Steelers are going to choke. But no, they're able to survive. I don't know how to describe this. So, let me get the tweet up here so I can describe this to you. So, Golf to Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra back to Golf, I believe on a lateral, if I'm not mistaken. I have to watch this play again. That was the last play of the game, 4th and goal. He laterals it back to Jared Goff. And it's a touchdown, but there was an offensive pass interference. What in the hell just happened? Look, I know Lions fans are being angry about this call, and I get it. But it's clear offensive pass interference. That was clear as day OPI, and he was fully stopped before he threw the ball. So, that's clear offensive pass interference. It is. I mean, I'm not here to shield for the Steelers. I don't like the Steelers. But, I mean, it's just offensive pass interference. Like, it's clear PI. It just is. I mean, I know people are like, oh, the NFL screwing the Lions. But, they were trying to do, there was an offensive pass interference where you try to do that pick play, was a touchdown, got called back, and then that got called back. It was just clear. 2 OPIs in the last, 25 seconds? And, it just is. I saw some tweet like, oh, Amon-Ra St. Brown's like 155 pounds, Shane Ramsey after he got shot to draw the pass interference. You can't push off at the top of your route. Like, he pushed off on the top of his route. Like, you're not going to get away with that, man. Like, simple as that. Like, he shouldn't have done... He shouldn't have done any shoving anyways with the season on the line. Or maybe a strong guy pushed him when he's not expecting it. He's off balance clearly because no one in their right mind's expecting to be that stupid and run right into him. He's a smarter player than that. It's just idiot. Shouldn't have pushed him anyways. Just play by the rules, man. Wasn't a flop or anything. It's a dumb play. But, yeah, insane ending right there that I just told you guys this game. The Lions now fall to 8-7. They still have very slim hopes, but you can't lose anymore. They have to win. So, but now they need 2 wins and 2 Packers losses to get in, which I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Lions are done. Their season's over. At least I think it is. I'm not sure, but I think it pretty much is over. I don't see Packers losing 2 more games. Their last 2 games. But let's talk about the Steelers, man. They go on the road to win their 3rd straight game. Really impressive here tonight by this Steelers team. They ran the football very well. Jaylen Warren had 2 45-yard touchdown runs in this one. Very impressive game from Jaylen Warren. 2 45-yard runs. Kenneth Gainwell, another good game. Kenneth Gainwell has really emerged as one of their best offensive players. But here's now the Steelers playoff scenario now in play. If they can beat Cleveland next week, which they should, and the Ravens lose one of their next 2 games against New England and Green Bay, the Steelers will clinch the AFC North. So the Steelers can clinch their division. But those OPI calls I thought were the right calls. I was not mad about those. It's just I'm just kind of. It's not really fun to end a game with a bunch of officials just watching the officials huddle up and explain the rules for like 5 minutes. It feels like. But yeah, the Steelers, even if they didn't call that, Amon-Ra was short. It wouldn't have mattered because Amon-Ra was short of a touchdown. Even if he didn't lateral, even if he didn't lateral backward to Jared Goff, but a great tackle right there. But even if there was a touchdown still, because he lateraled it back, but it was still would have been called back. So that's what it is, man. A reminder: the Lions play the Vikings on Thursday. Minnesota wins. Green Bay is in. Green Bay is still in the division race, but if they clinched, I wonder if it changes some of their decision-making on injured players against Baltimore. It's kind of curious there in that division. But yeah, Chicago and the 49ers have clinched the playoff spots with this Steelers win. But yeah, with the Lions, it's just kind of with them. The Lions' offense, they played much better in the fourth quarter. They were finally able to get going, but for really 2 out of the 3 quarters, like the first and third quarter, 0 points. The Lions' offense has stopped playing to its strength. Only verticals, hooks, and horizontal stretch plays. No crossers or in-cutting routes that this offense has been built on, which is kind of baffling. And maybe they need 2 new coordinators this offseason. Like, Morton Hire really burned everything down offensively. Dan had to save his play calling, but he's not the kind of head coach that can be play caller and head coach at the same time. Almost like you need an offensive coordinator. This team was also built on a dominant offensive line. That is gone, and you kind of see what team you have. The routes take time to develop, but the offensive line hasn't done them any favors. They really struggle to run the football. The running game has abandoned them. The Steelers made their mission to stop it. That's when you should have adapted to the short passing game, but they really didn't until the fourth quarter. Those routes take time to develop. The offensive line isn't the same that the offense was built on. You know, the Lions should just spam plays that work for them all game. I mean, obviously this is like a video game. Obviously Madden. I spam plays that work for me that game. Why can't a professional NFL coaching staff do that? They don't have the right players on the O-line to pull off some of these plays, I guess. But that's also kind of on Brad Holmes, who I'll mention as well. But yeah, the Lions' offense is kind of just stopped, like doing some of that. But it's part of the offensive line not being the same. Let's go over the stat sheet. In this one, Aaron Rodgers, 27-41, 266 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions by Aaron Rodgers. So I thought a good game from Aaron Rodgers. But he's looked really good. He's looked pretty good these last 3 weeks, man. How about Jaylen Warren? 14 runs, 143 yards, 10.2 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns, 2 45-yarders for Jaylen Warren. The first one just really poor tackling by the Lions defense, but then just the speed of Jaylen Warren. He had 2 touchdowns. Just using his speed, really. And Kenneth Gainwell, 9 runs, 50 yards, 5.6 a carry, and he also had 5 catches, 78 yards and a touchdown, a 45-yarder. What a catch that was! And he wasn't touched. He was interfered with, caught a hell of a pass, and ran it for the touchdown. So what a game from Kenneth Gainwell. And how about even Jonnu Smith, 2 runs, 28 yards, 14.0 per carry. They've been doing some of these tight end runs as well. Steelers' offense has looked pretty good these last 3 weeks. They had, 500 total yards today, which is crazy. They had 230 rushing and 266 passing, so very balanced. Adam Thielen, 4 catches, 49 yards. DK Metcalf, 4 catches, 42 yards. He got into it with a fan. Punched a fan. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, typical DK. Darnell Washington, 3 catches, 36 yards. Pat Freiermuth, 3 catches, 36 yards. 4 catches, 20 yards. And Scotty Miller, 3 catches, 19 yards. They did lose 1 fumble, but other than that, the Steelers' offense was pretty damn good in this game. Really in the fourth quarter in this one. Their defense had 3 sacks, 7 TFLs, Boswell 2 for 3 on field goals, and they proved to a 9-6 record. 3 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter, 2 in the third quarter with a safety, and 17 in the fourth quarter. With Detroit, Jared Goff 34 of 54, 364, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He really didn't get going until the fourth quarter, honestly. Steelers really stopped the running game. Jahmyr Gibbs 7 runs, 2 yards, 0.3 a carry. David Montgomery 4 runs, 14 yards. But receiving's where they really got it going. Jameson Williams 5 catches, 70 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs 10 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown 4 catches, 54 yards. Khalif Raymond 4 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown. Isaac Tesla 4 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. Zane Zylstra 3 catches, 20 yards. Anthony Ferkser 4 catches, 40 yards. But Jared Goff really wasn't able to get going this game until the fourth quarter. They had two fumbles, or they had a fumble. I think recovered both of them. Or they offensively had 1 fumble but recovered, and defensively forced a fumble. Defensively, they had 2 sacks, both from Aiden Hutchinson, 4 TFLs. Jake Bates 1 for 1 on field goals. They dropped to 8 and 7. 0 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, and 14 in the fourth quarter. We'll go over team stats here. So Steelers had 23 first downs, 8 for 16 on third down, 2 for 2 on fourth down, 70 total plays, 481 total yards of offense, 6.9 yards a play, had 230 rushing yards and 27 attempts, 8.5 a carry, 8 penalties for 89 yards, 1 fumble, 1 turnover, 34 minutes time possession for Detroit, 23 first downs, 6 for 15 on third down, 1 of 2 on fourth down, 69 total plays with 361 total yards of offense, 5 yards a play. Had 15 rushing yards on 12 attempts, 1.3 a carry. 7 penalties for 40 yards, no turnovers, and 25 minutes of time possession. Let's wrap it up. 29-24 your final. Let's get to the final thoughts. So we'll wrap it up with a few thoughts. One last thing to say about the Steelers. Lions 12 carries for 15 yards. Unreal job by the Steelers defense, earned their $170 million today. With the Lions, Brad Holmes, I think he's on the clock. If he doesn't get the proper personnel here in free agency and hit on the draft pick, he needs to be fired. He did shit in free agency and has a lot of misses in the last few drafts. He's resting on his laurels. What have you done for me lately? And besides that draft like 3 years ago, he hasn't done nothing. Brad Holmes has a lot of work to do, like starting with the O-line, secondary, D-line, and then maybe find a QB to succeed golf, because I just don't know if they're going to win anything with him. Like, I know he's good and he puts up good stats, it's just I don't know if they're going to go anywhere with him. I'm not blaming him on today because the offensive line was horrendous, but still. They need interior D-line help. Biggest offseason of Brad Holmes' tenure so far, and he better not miss. You can criticize me, though he had a good draft 3 years ago. His draft picks haven't really been good since then. He deserves all the criticism. You gotta do stuff in free agency as well. He's done a horrible job for 2 straight years. So, yeah, but I know, but really to wrap it off here, I know people kind of question that offensive PI call, but I know people can say, oh, if that's OPI, then you could throw that flag on every offense and every single drive. Not every play's going to look like that, man. He very clearly shoved him past 5 yards. It was past 5 yards. Clearly shoved him. It's just clear, man. It's a clear penalty. It's not even borderline. You can't shove a corner like that. Wasn't there an offensive PI that went against the Steelers earlier in the game? So, very clear push-off. Like, textbook PI. How is it not? Explain to me. I really wanted the Lions to win, but that's OPI. Like, I'm mad the Steelers won, but it's the right call. I don't see every single play that a receiver clearly just shoves the corner. It's a 2-hand shove. Pretty blatant. But, that's really all I'll say for this game, man. A fun ending. Fun, confusing. I was so confused of what happened. They called touchdown. I'm like, what? But then they called OPI. But yeah, 29-24 Steelers get the win, proved at 9-6. Lions dropped to 8-7. That's all to say. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Peace.